because you have children, because you sold drugs, it doesn't, because you did anything in your life that you regret, it doesn't mean that it's going to be held over your shoulders, held over your head for long periods of time. I've been a working man since I was 14 years old. Even though I said I hustled, I've been working a job since I was able to get my permit. I had to make money. I was good at making money. And I want to say about a year ago, my past caught up to me. 3 years ago, I was sitting in Richmond City Jail. First time ever getting caught with drugs. Sitting in Richmond City Jail looking at 6 years in prison. And I'm sitting there. I never prayed to God for anything prior to this. Never prayed to Jesus or God for anything. And I'm sitting there and I'm saying, if you get me out of this situation, I'm going to change my outlook. I'm going to change my perspective. I'm going to use what I've been through to help people change their lives. I didn't know where it was going to go. I was just like, just get me out of this. Long story short, God turned 6 years into 6 days. He turned a felony into a misdemeanor. 6 years to 6 days, he turned a felony into a misdemeanor. And I say that when I got out, I was like, yeah, I'm going to get a regular job. I'm leaving the streets alone. I had a nice paying job, $18 an hour, working at a call center. They did a background check. Drug charges are not allowed in their facilities. Snatched my job away. 2 weeks later, I crashed my truck. I want to say a week and a half later, my ex-wife left me. I deserved it. I wasn't the best husband. Didn't know how to treat a lady. Didn't know how to treat a woman. And I was at a really, really low point in my life, and I contemplated driving off a bridge. I contemplated getting one of my friend's pistols. But I thought about my 5 kids. I thought about what that would do to my mom. I thought the fact that if I'm not here to show my kids how to be a man, who's going to show them? And I tell y'all, this past year and a half of my life, after all that craziness happened, I decided to make a change. When I prayed, I prayed just to get out. I prayed just for anything. And when you pray for anything, or when you ask for anything, God is going to give you anything. We were taught and we were brought up not to want more, not to expect great things to happen. I tell y'all, there's nothing different between me and Jay-Z. There's nothing different between my man that got up here and did that spoken word and Barack Obama. There's nothing different between my man with the dreads and J. Cole. There's nothing different. Just your current circumstances do not dictate where you're going to go. You dictate where you're going to go. I dictated where I was going to go. Every decision that I made played a major role into my current circumstances. So I started to be more specific. I started to ask God to bring people into my life that have helped me be a better father, that have helped me be a better person. 2 weeks later, I got a call from one of my former coworkers. It was like, I see that you're trying to do the entrepreneur thing, because I was selling weed. There's a lot of money in hair extensions. I mean, the profit margins on them, you can get it for $25 and sell it for $95 to $110 a pop. That's good money, especially if you got some good hair. But I wasn't helping anybody with it. I would make my quick money, but I wasn't helping anybody. So I asked for some guidance from a business standpoint. Got a call. Now, one of my mentors, he's been in business doing online marketing for about 13 years. This man doesn't make under $900,000 a year. And he's teaching me. And he's pouring into me with all his business knowledge. Like, how do I deserve this? The thing is, I asked for it. He had no control over the fact that he was going to teach me. I asked for it. And when I say that, we tend to look at people that want to help us like, what are they trying to get from us? What's in it for them? Am I right? What's in it for them? Why are you helping me? How many of us heard, whatever you sow, you shall reap? But I've learned over this past year and a half and getting guidance and people telling me you should read. Read about the successful people. Read about the speakers. Read about the top salesmen and the businessmen. What I've learned is that these people, they give back. They give their time. They give their knowledge. They give their money. And their blessings come back to them abundantly. You don't have to be a rich person to pour into someone's life. Your testimony can change someone's life. Your story is the main thing that allows you to sell anything. I've developed a talent, a skill set that no matter where I am in the world, no matter if I'm, as long as I got internet connection, I can make money. Because I developed the ability to take my story and attach it to my product, and take my story and attach it to my service. The biggest hurdle for me was getting over myself, getting over my ego. Man, I gotta uphold this image. I gotta uphold this facade to show people that I'm better than what I am. But at the end of the day, when you fall victim to your ego, you miss out on blessings, you miss out on opportunities, you oversee the great things that was brought into your life. So that was one of the awesome things that happened to me in my life in regards to being linked up with that mentor. Positive, but then I was like, you know what? Stay positive. You gotta be happy. You gotta have those high, happy feelings. And it's the thing that we've all had bad times in our life, but we've all had good times. Even if it's 1 or 2 good times, you can always tap into that good time. And it'll allow you to control your circumstances and your perspective. So I just want to leave y'all with this acronym. It's called PEACE. And it stands for Positive Energy Activates Constant Elevation. My name is Elijah, and God bless y'all.